Raw Truth and Uncut, I'm coming to you today. Just want to tell somebody, press a little further in His presence on today. I'm telling you, we got to press in this hour, my friend. Press a little harder in His presence. We got to begin to press even when we don't feel like pressing. We got to apply pressure even when we don't feel like applying pressure, because all the time we don't want to pray. All the time we ain't want to get in the word. All the time we ain't wanting to hear nothing about God. Come on, can we just be real and honest on today? Let's be real with ourselves. We just need to begin to press in His presence in this hour and in this season of your life, because you know what? If we don't press, the enemy is going to throw everything that he possibly can at you, and he's going to begin to what first attack the mind. And I'm telling you, my friend, on today, press in His presence. Begin to press and apply pressure in prayer. Turn up and give it double. And I'm just only speaking from experience. And I think speaking from experience is the best experience that you can give an individual, that you can give a person in this hour. Because, so many times we see so much, we hear so much, until you just really don't know, what to do, who to listen to. Sometimes we have to turn down the volumes of life and begin to shut out all the different audible voices that we're hearing, the different lives that we're jumping on, looking for a word about marriage, the different lives that we're jumping on, looking for an encouraging word. To fit certain situations, when God done given you the instructions of what to do with that situation. So you'll go and we'll look for confirmation. Sometimes we just have to step back and we have to just clear out the clutter. And now is a time for us to clear out the clutter, because you got so many different prophecies, so many different words that's coming out. You don't know who to listen to. You don't know who to believe, because many have caught on to the trending topic uh, of being married, and so a lot of different ones, are desiring to be married, but they're not ready for marriage. A lot of different ones are giving words about marriage, but have never encountered marriage before, to those that have encountered marriage. And so, sometimes we can run with the trending topics at hand just to get likes, just to get views. And so, with that being said, don't run with the crowd. Stand out from the crowd and be different, and allow God to begin to cleanse and purge your right ear, your righteous right ear, that you may hear His small still voice in this hour and in this season. Because when you begin to start hearing different trending topics about certain things, your spirit become contaminated. Then, because one thing about it, people of God, the person and the individual may not be pure. We are not, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. This is not for everybody, but it's for somebody. And you got to know that, some women of God is on, these social media sites, and they're fasting, but at the end of the day, you're fasting, but they're not fasting. And this is going to be a confirmation to some. They're saying fast, they're fasting, let's fast, or this is our fasting day. And the people are fasting, but they in the sheets. And their countenance is starting to show. When you begin to fast, when they begin to fast, when they begin to fast, you will know. After they been in the sheets, they'll come back and they'll begin to have that glow. Why? Because they've been done repented after the fact. Baby, if you are waiting on a husband in this hour and in this season, if you are waiting on a wife in this hour and in this season, you cannot be jumping from bed to bed. And my thing to you, stop allowing people to minister to you when they are in the sheets, when they are secretly having sin for sex before marriage, and they know that the individual is not intending to marry them. Be careful, because it's so many spewing out red venom poison. If you look up about the red snake, a red snake, I forgot the name of the snake, but it's if you look it, if you Google it, you'll find it. But that's the snake that can spit venom and poison so many feet from within your presence and within your environment. It doesn't, and so this is what I'm saying to you today. You have so many that's touching on the trending topic of marriage. And some of these young people are not ready to be married. Some of these young people just want sex, but they don't want marriage. And they knowing that marriage is the right thing to do. But in all honesty, they still want to do what they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it, and where they want to do it. So we have to be careful of who we're listening to in this hour and in this season. You can pretty much tell when a person is pure and waiting on God, and you can tell when a person is pretty much in their flesh. The Holy Spirit will allow you to know and will allow you to see in this season of your life if this is an individual that you are supposed to be listening to. Because guess what? The flesh wants what it wants. So therefore we'll listen to what our flesh wants, overriding what the Spirit of God is saying unto us. So with that being said on today, my friend, be careful who you're listening to in this hour. And I'm just using the trending topic of marriage because that's what's trending on YouTube. That's what's trending on Facebook. So, we have to be careful, people of God, in this hour, what we're taking in our eye gate, our ear gate, and in our spirit man. Because if we're, just say we're, purifying ourselves daily, and, striving for perfection, but remaining incredible, let me say to you, be careful. When you begin to sense in the realm of the spirit that an individual that's talking about marriage is defiled, then my thing that is to you and advice is to you today, begin to turn off the video, because you don't want them to spew out contamination unto you. They're teaching and saying one thing, but they're living another behind social media. And if you asked the Holy Spirit to show you, He will show you. But like I said before, earlier on, you can tell when an individual is pure and when they're unpure. You can tell when they're walking in holiness, and you can tell when they're walking in unholiness. So with that being said on today, be careful because sometimes we can get weary and wanting to hear a word, and we will listen to something familiar and say, oh, that's confirmation. No, that's familiar. So hear God on your God ordained spouse in this hour and in this season of your life. Don't miss the mark. Don't miss the move. And like I said, this is not for everybody, but it is for somebody. Allow God to minister to you concerning your God ordained spouse. This is yours truly, Raw Truth and Uncut.